Hi, I'm Samuel Stewart. I came here all the way from America, from the state of Arizona. I have known about Bronnikov and his system for quite some time. At that point, I began to get interested in his system. Still learning his methods, of course. Came to Russia with my friend. Was here for a while. Didn't actually have any means to come to Crimea. I was going to stay with some friends during his workshop over in another part of Russia. That fell through. I ended up coming here to Crimea, to Feodosia. It wasn't even really my intention, but by the time I got here, I felt like I had been brought here. Even before I got here, I was having a lot of coincidences occur in my life that seemed to lead me here. One of them was many references to gold. Every time I looked somewhere, I saw the word gold, of course in Russian, zolota. And I knew that he was talking a lot about gold in his speeches at the time. During one of Mr. Bronnikov's recent webinars, he was giving away gold as a prize. And I noticed this, and I noticed I had already been seeing references to gold a lot, but this really woke me up to it, and I started seeing references to gold even more. It was, of course, in Russian, because everything here is Russian, so I saw zolota pretty much every street corner. I saw zolota when I was reading about Russian. I was reading my Russian textbook, and it told me about the word zolota. I was using an app to learn Russian, and one of the next words that came up was zolota. Tons of coincidences. And so I thought, hey, this is really strange. It's trying to tell me something. And then, before I knew it, I didn't really have any choice but to come here. So I ended up coming here where the workshop takes place. The very first night I started having dreams. Mr. Bronnikov appeared in my dream, and he was tuning me up somehow, tuning up my biocomputer, and he was telling me about myself in my dream. For the next 2 or 3 nights, I had dreams of a similar nature. By the third night, I had a dream that he handed me a golden pipe, and I smoked out of this golden pipe, and I felt like it was waking up my biocomputer afterwards. And I woke up and I remembered the dream extremely clearly, extremely vividly. I've never had this many vivid dreams. The dreams here have been very vivid and very realistic. And also, I've been sleeping very well. I don't normally sleep that well. I've been sleeping very well here all through the night. What's really strange about that dream is later on the dream came true when he was showing us one of the rituals we do here. He went around and he had some incense lit, and he was going around in a circle, and by the time he got to me, he blew smoke from the incense in my face, and I got shivers up my spine. The hair stood up on the back of my neck because it reminded me exactly of the dream that I had. So it was like I was dreaming of the future back there. And that was later. There were other dreams that seemed to come true after they happened. The dream, I had a dream that he told me that he liked basketball, for example, out of all sports. And I thought that was just an American sport. I didn't think Russians were really into basketball. I thought it was mostly soccer, things like that. But just the other day, we were just doing some general maintenance work around the monastery, and he mentioned basketball. It's the only sport that he's mentioned the whole time that I've been here. And it's from my dream. It was like I dreamed about it. It was like a week ago. So that really stunned me as well, and I'm not going to forget about that. Again, I got goosebumps. Hair stood up on the back of my neck again. So that wasn't the only thing that's happened here. Walking around Feodosia, I've had very strong sensations of deja vu. Yes, I've had deja vu throughout my life, but usually it only lasts like a minute. No, this was deja vu that lasted the entire day. Just deja vu constantly. Anything that I'd see, anything I would look at, walking down the street, seeing the stone streets, seeing the walls, seeing the words on the side of buildings, seeing the trees, hearing the wind, all invoked feelings of deja vu for me. It was extremely intense. Never had any kind of experience like that. So the deja vu really blew my mind. Not only that, but I've just felt more creative, like words flow through me, creativity is flowing through me. And I'm a writer, so I write a lot of things. I write songs, I write words, I write poems, and the creativity has just been flowing through me. We visited various places of power, and I'd have to have my notepad on my phone so I could write it as it came to me. It was like it was just flowing through me. As I mentioned, I am a writer, so I write a lot of music and songs, words, poems, things of that nature. And it was pouring out of me. The creativity was pouring out of me, especially when I visited places of power. I needed the notepad with me. Good thing I had my phone with the notepad application so that I could write the words down as they were flowing to me. And I'm not talking about just words. I'm talking about the music, everything already written in my head. Like it wasn't even mine. Like I was just a conduit for it. And speaking of that, I started receiving royalty checks in my bank account while I was here for music that I've already released, and it really stunned me. I was very happy about it, of course. I thought maybe that there's some connection to that and the gold, for example. Maybe it helps me financially somehow with my creativity. Anyway, I think that there's definitely something to that. And the fact that I was already into the Hermetic philosophy and Hermes Trismegistus, and the fact that Hermes Trismegistus is buried in the mountain right behind where we're staying. I did not realize that before I came here. It was a very strong coincidence for me once again. And another reason why I think that I was brought here. Again, I said that I didn't intend to come here. I felt like I was actually brought here. When we went to Karadag as one of our excursions on the boat, we sailed through an archway that some say is a gateway to hell. Personally, I think that they don't understand what that means, but whatever it was a gateway to another place. And when I jumped into the sea, I felt like it was cleansing me of all the bad parts of me and renewing me, almost like fire would, burning away the bad parts and burning away any kind of impurities to make me pure. And that was a sensation that has stayed with me since then. I really hope that it sticks with me. So yes, it's been a very, very enlightening experience. I think it's worth it. I think that, again, it's helped me grow. It's helped me develop, not only with my spirit and with my body, but also with my wealth and my finances. I think Vlad was a very interesting person. I like him a lot. He's a genuine person, generous. Yeah, he's a very nice guy. And the energy I get from him is like he really knows what he's talking about. He's a humble person, humble spirit. And I just get a lot of positive energy from him. I also got a chance to witness him working directly with some people while he was in the mask, doing diagnoses. All I've heard from these people is very good things, that he's very accurate with his readings, that he has been able to point out problems in people's bodies that only doctors have been able to find before. I hope that I get also a chance to get one of these readings as well while I'm here. He's a very busy man, of course. And of course, I was not scheduled to come here. I was just brought here somehow. So he definitely knows what he's doing with the diagnosis.